This simple data-backed strategy works every single day. I've tested it over 56 trading days and it has made me 7 figures.
7 figures. Using a strategy he claims works every single day. This trader from his bedroom using a simple black and white charts has documented the journey to over $1 million in profit in just 6 months. This was not luck or coincidence, just a simple yet genius strategy. At first glance, TJR's strategy can seem confusing. You look at his results and you see this: red days, losing trades. Some weeks are even in net negative. What makes it more interesting is that his charts have no fancy indicators and his rules seem almost too simple for the volatile markets he trades to make any sense or moreover make a huge profit. I mean, sure, the profits are there, but how can a trading strategy that takes frequent losses be one of the most effective systems out there? What could TJR possibly have discovered that allows him to turn this into this? I decided to dig deeper into his trading strategy. TJR has pretty much laid out a systematic blueprint for finding high probability setups in a day trading. He used a 3-step system to stack the odds in his favor. The thing is, TJR doesn't just jump into the trades. His process is a strict and logical sequence. All starts with drawing a few simple lines on a chart, but the real key was hidden inside the very start of his video. Here, by showing his entire track record, wins and losses, he proves this isn't a fluke. This is a real, repeatable system. Let's try and analyze TJR's strategy to see what we can take from it, which takes us on the step number 1. TJR had a catalyst. A lot of new traders feel lost. They say the market is too random and that 90% of traders fail. And there is some truth to that. Without a plan, you're just competing against algorithms and professionals. But here's the good thing. The market's algorithm and the patterns is designed to reward traders who are patient and wait for specific events. A good trader needs a reason to start. TJR's entire strategy hinges on the waiting for one key event to happen first. This is the catalyst for everything that follows. A high time frame liquidity sweep. In simple terms, he marks the highest and the lowest price points from the last few hours or sessions. He calls these draws on liquidity because they act like magnets. He knows other traders' stop losses are clustered there. He waits for the market to push past one of these levels, grab those orders, and then he starts looking for a trade. That sweep is the spark that lights the fire. Now he has an event to analyze. He can watch what happens next to see if the market is ready to reverse with a serious momentum. But there's a problem. A liquidity sweep alone isn't enough. If your entry isn't timed perfectly, you will get run over. So how did TJR build a system that gave him the confidence to execute? Well, that takes us to the step 2. TJR became the confirmation king. Most traders lose because they act on one signal. TJR wins because he waits for a stack of evidence. His goal isn't to trade a lot. It's to take only highest quality setups where multiple clues all point in the same direction. Think about this from a probability perspective. One clue might give you 50-50 chance, but if you wait for a second, third, or fourth clue to all appear in the same spot, your odds of success skyrocket. This is why individual signals are weak, but a confluence of them is powerful. How does he do this? Let's look at his checklist of clues. After the liquidity sweep, he zooms into 5-minute chart and waits for one of these 4 confirmations. SMT Divergence is his secret weapon. He watches 2 correlated assets like Nasdaq and S&P 500. If one makes a new high and the other fails to, it signals weakness. The break of structure confirms that the market is changing direction. An inverse fair value gap shows that big money is now stepping in on the other side. It's very hard to feel uncertain when you have so much evidence lining up. Most traders focus on one signal, but TJR waits for a clear confluence of evidence. By doing this, he forces himself to be patient, disciplined observer. He demands the market prove itself to him before he risks a single dollar. But the real genius comes from how he structures the final entry. He doesn't just jump in after the confirmation. He has a precise blueprint for when and where to act. The trade is built on a logical sequence. Clue number 1, a key level is broken. The market takes liquidity. Clue number 2, the market shows its hand trend. We get a 5-minute confirmation signal like a break of structure. And clue number 3, price pulls back to a value area. This is his skeleton for all his setups. Everything we have discussed so far is important, but there's one final piece missing that, in my opinion, is the secret to his massive risk to reward trades, which takes us on to the step 3. TJR discovered the ultimate entry and exit formula. Let's look at his entries. After the first 2 clues, TJR always waits for a continuation confluence. He waits for the price to pull back to either a fair value gap or equilibrium, the 50% level of the last price swing. And this is a massive competitive advantage. While amateur traders chase moves, he lets the price come back to him. This gives him such a safer entry and allows for a very tight stop losses. But here's the really smart tactic. TJR then scales down to 1-minute chart for his final trigger. This might seem like an overkill for some people, but it's TJR's step-by-step process to entering a trade. It adds an incredible layer of precision to his entry. If he just entered on the 5-minute chart, his risk would be much larger. By waiting for a 1-minute break of structure inside that 5-minute pullback zone, he gets an incredibly precise entry. This is how he achieves those huge 1-to-7 or 1-to-5 risk to reward ratios. The final key in his target. It's never random. His exit is always the next logical liquidity pool in his direction. He knows exactly where the market is likely to go before he even enters the trade. He also deliberately keeps his charts clean. No moving averages, no RSI. This is intentional. He does this to achieve one thing: clarity. In a world of cluttered charts and analysis paralysis, his simple approach allows him to see the market for what it is and execute without hesitation. Overall, his entire process is a formula: high time frame setup, mid time frame confirmation, and low time frame entry. His bigger chart creates his idea. His 5-minute chart confirms the bias is valid, and his 1-minute chart provides the final low risk trigger. It's simple, but when combined together, he builds an undeniable case for each trade. TJR executed a perfect plan, and who knows, maybe there is someone watching this video right now who can learn from this blueprint and find their own consistency in trading. If you found this video interesting, all I ask for is subscribe. But for now though, I'll see you in the next one.